Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit of a backstory for anyone who is new. Thank you for stopping by and seeing our channel and checking it out. Hope you decide to stick around. Just to kind of let some of you who may be new and some of you who don't know, haven't maybe not have gone all the way back to the beginning. We just come up on a year, April 12th, 2020. Our home was struck by lightning and fire took it out. Actually, the fire didn't take it out. The firefighters took it out, but they, doing their job trying to get the fire out. And they did, very successfully. It's been a long road battle. Everything that we could salvage from our home was put on a 4-foot trailer. And, well, it took up about 4 foot of a 6-foot trailer. And we literally had to start over. We have been living in my parents' backyard graciously. They had like an in-law suite in their backyard, so they kind of let us use that. We didn't plan on being there this long, but just kind of is what it is. We are actually in the process of buying a house right now, and that's interesting enough. I finally, after about a year, anyways, I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to kind of give you guys the property that I'm on. I was tilling my garden. I just got everything tilled up. I don't have everything planted yet because as I was tilling, I was talking to the Lord, and that's kind of my garden is my quiet time. And I don't really have anything to worry about because kids don't really like coming out there and working in it, and the husband's always got some other project going on. So, long story short, I was talking to the Lord, and I was thinking, and I was thanking Him for this property and thanking Him for the chance to be able to put another garden in the ground this year. Thanking Him for having preparations for us when the fire come in, and goats are being silly. When the fire come in and completely uprooted our lives. Here goes Rooster. And as I was thinking, the Lord said, I give what I do with reason. And I wasn't even thinking about that. When we decided to put our house on the market to sell, it sold in less than 24 hours. So we pretty much knew that was the Lord's hand in that, because most homes take anywhere from a couple of months to a couple of years. Even in today's housing market, some of them are still sitting on the market for like ever, it feels like. But our house sold 24 hours. And we knew. So prior to selling our house, we had bought this little piece of property that was connected to, are you fine, Carly? Okay. We bought this little piece of property that was connected partly into my grandmother's land and my parents' land. Thought that was kind of neat. It's been here, it's been vacant. We purchased this probably about 2 months after the house fire. Took them about 4 months to rebuild. They had to go in completely regut, and and our contractor really hooked us up, y'all. He took his time, he did it right, but yet he did it fast enough too. When we were over here and we had just gotten the land somewhat cleared out, because as mentioned in prior videos, we were going to build over here before the price of lumber skyrocketed. But we were going to build. We decided that was going to be a little pricey. But okay. we were ultimately going to build on this property. When the bulldozer come in and the track hoe, you know, they come in, they cleaned out everything, and I stayed in my prayer closet and I kept praying, you know, Lord, if this is the right decision, so move me. My parents were over here one day kind of, you know, looking at the stuff, and one of them, I don't remember if it was mom or dad. Dad's lived on this little corner of earth pretty much his entire life, but he was telling me that a church used to sit on this property. There was a house also. I don't think parsonage, I don't think the two were related there, but there was a home in which, when they took the home down, instead of taking it apart, they caught it on fire. The irony in that, the house on this property and then our home. And then with the fact that Aaron's a pastor, I thought it very, very ironic. If I believed in coincidences, that would probably be, because now we didn't know any of this going in to buy the property. We didn't find this out until after we had started getting the property cleared, that a church sat right up here on the hill. I've looked the archives. I can't really, I mean, that was all before, you know, internet and all of that. So you can't really go back and find, and not a lot of people back then. Now, I picture everything. I like literally, I document, I photo, I leave a paper trail. I mean, when I'm gone, there'll be no trouble finding me at all. But I've looked a couple of different places. Now, I could probably go to the public library and find some backstory about like when they caught the house on fire, you know, some maybe activities and stuff that went through the church. Now, I can tell that a brick home sat on this property, and I'm assuming it was the house that they, you know, put fire to, for the fact that almost every other row that I have tilled for my garden has had a brick, a red brick in the ground. And I'm guessing part of that's where the fire, and then over the years, you know, the washing away of stuff. And then when we come in and had all the dozer work and stuff done, it moved things around. And so I thought that was kind of, I've almost gathered enough bricks out of the ground to build a whole new home. If it didn't take the wood and all the other stuff, I've probably got enough bricks. I could easily build a barn out of all the bricks. But we're going to take those bricks as well, and we're going to repurpose them into a flower bed, water garden, something over here. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I kind of thought that was interesting when I was talking to the Lord. You know, he has his own purposes for everything. We may not see it, because not everything's to be seen in our time. You know, the scripture says that where were we when the Lord created the earth? Think about it for a minute. Yeah, we weren't. But I guess that's all I really wanted to share with you guys out of this right here. I just really thought that was interesting, thinking about Aaron being a pastor. This land used to have a church on it. You know, our home was destroyed by fire. This home was destroyed by fire. Now, it was vacant at the time. I don't think it was like arson or anything. I think it was like a, you know, somebody owned it. They wanted it gone, so they got rid of it. Now, Mom, Dad, if y'all are watching and I'm not correct on any of this, make sure you correct me, because I don't like having my facts not straight. But yeah, so I believe where our chickens are right now is where the church sat, and I think where my garden is now is where the house sat. Lord's always got a plan, guys. Even if we don't see it, he's got a plan. Just hold tight and trust his timing.